Hey guys, Oscar, truckersauthority.com. So today I'm going to go over how to get your EIN number for your trucking company. So EIN is your employer identification number, or what they call the federal employer identification number. And this is basically your tax ID for your company. And with this, you can open up your bank account, actually start the actual business. Now, I never recommend that you should do any of the legal documents on your own. Never do that. I always say you should get a CPA. Speak to your tax guy, because even though we can process these permits, there's always these in between things that in a year from now can come back and haunt you, and it's really just a delay that you don't need. And honestly, looking for a good accountant would be a great thing for your company. If there's anything that I recommend for anybody who's opening up their company is have good bookkeeping, or get yourself an accountant. Really, and you'll ask most. You can ask most employers that have been doing this for over 3 years, and they'll tell you that that's probably one of the biggest things that they wish they would have started with is being really straight on their bookkeeping or having an accountant. And one last thing, most people think that the LLC protects you financially, and although it does protect you in legal cases, and it does help you, or rather, it structures taxes in a different way for you, and really helps you more in the sense of legal. In the legal issue, it helps you more when you have employees, not really when it's just yourself. If something were to happen, someone want to sue you, come after your home, they still can. They can go. The lawyer can go after the company and yourself. What really protects you is insurance. And there's different types of insurance. There's the most common one is liability insurance, and as you get employees, there's also employers insurance. It's a common thought that the LLC protects you in that sense, and it does it. Financially, what protects you financially is and always has been insurance, whether financially for your personal auto insurance, right? Let's say something were to happen to you and you want to be restored back to where you were at financially before the situation happened. Well, that's what insurance is for. So if you're looking to protect yourself financially, if you're looking to protect yourself should anyone try to sue you, what you're looking for is insurance. So we recommend our friends over at Gold River Insurance Brokerage, goldriverinsurance.com. We send a lot of our clients over that way. I love their service. They have a 4.9 star average review just because of their service. So check them out. If you're looking to protect your company financially, you really want to take a look at Gold River Insurance. All right, guys? So let's go ahead and get started on how to get your EIN number. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to the government site where we can go ahead and get our federal tax ID. So this is going to be your EIN number, okay? So we're just going to go ahead and type in Google federal tax ID or Microsoft Edge, whatever you have. So I put federal tax ID number. Now in the beginning, you can get these other places that aren't a government site, but they can go ahead and do the tax ID on your behalf. What you're looking for is just scroll down past the ads, and you're going to look for right here, employer's ID number, Internal Revenue Service. And make sure it says, just to go back, www.irs.gov. It has to be the .gov site, right? Like this isn't a government site. You see this, www.irs/EIN-EIN.com. That's not the government site. This is it, irs.gov. That's the IRS site. So employer ID number, Internal Revenue Service. And this is actually the main site to get your EIN number, employer's ID number. Here it is, okay? And this is your federal EIN number, right? Because some states have their own, but your federal tax ID, that's what you're going to open up your business with. So you're going to need this form to open up your business, open up a bank account, and also when you're doing the DOT, all right? They're going to ask you there for the EIN number. So in here, in the very beginning, it says, do you need an EIN? Do you need a new EIN? How to apply for an EIN? So you can just go through these if you have any questions on it a little bit more deeper. But the process is actually very simple. You just go apply for an EIN, and then go ahead and it'll tell you, steps 1, steps 2, and then steps 3 is you'll submit it and you'll actually get the document at the end that you're looking for. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, it does tell you that you have to be located in the U.S. It does tell you that you need a Social Security number, ITIN number, or EIN number. You are limited to one EIN per responsible party per day. So that means you can only apply for one of these per day. You can get a ton of these. But let's go ahead and hit apply online now. This will be a quick process, guys. It says this is U.S. government. Basically, don't be playing around in here. Okay, thank you. You must complete this application in 15 minutes. This will close out. Okay, due to an activity if you're not using it. So let's go ahead and hit begin application. And the first thing is you're going to select what you're doing, or your business structure. So sole proprietor, partnership, corporation. So I'm an LLC, limited liability company. We'll hit continue. Then you have chosen limited liability company. What is this? And it tells you a little bit what LLC, what the LLC is, and they have more information if you want to learn more about it and what it is not. Continue. How many members are in LLC? Basically, how many owners? And an LLC is called members, not owners. So how many members, aka owners, are in the LLC? But right now, we'll just put one. You can put whatever you want, 3, 5. We'll just put one. Please select the state and territory. So we'll go ahead and put Nevada for myself. And then it says, since you are a single member LLC, you will initially be classified as a disregarded entity for the purpose of filing a federal tax return. So guys, this is, so although you're getting your tax ID and you're set as an LLC, you can choose to file as a corporation with the S status or just elect corporate status, or you can file as a single member LLC. This has to do with your taxes. Okay, so it's how you're going to be submitting taxes and what tax rules will apply to you. This is very important that you're speaking with your accountant about this, or your CPA, who, like, they're the ones who are going to advise you which way to go. Okay, now most people elect S, but I'm just saying, like, speak with your accountant and ask, and they're going to tell you, look, based on your information, this is the one that you should choose. And this is all it's telling you, like, hey, you are doing the EIN, but we still need to know, how are you going to send your taxes in? Are you going to file a corporate status, an S corporate status, or single member LLC, which is a partnership return? And it may be getting confusing, but again, this is why you would ask your CPA about this. Again, one of the biggest recommendations is make sure that you have your taxes right and make sure you have your business structure right. And an accountant or CPA can go ahead and assist you with that. Okay, anybody doing taxes, anybody doing payroll, these are the people that you want to look out for. Okay, but I'm just showing you guys how you can do it yourself if you wanted to. And basically what they're saying is, whichever one you want to be, whichever one you elect for, just fill out this form and send it in with your tax year when you send all your stuff in, and there it is. You can send it before, so you can send it right after you create your EIN. So you're going to say, look, I'm going to file as a corporate status, or I'm going to file as an S corporation, or I'm going to file as a single member LLC. We're going to go ahead and continue. And now it says, why is the LLC requesting the EIN? We're starting a new business. Please tell us about the responsible party. So this is going to be myself. I am one of the owners, members of the I am one of the owners, members, or the managing members of the LLC. Do you have a different address from the above where you want your mail to be sent? So if you have like a P.O. box, you go ahead and select it there. So hit continue. Oh, and it had, just so you know, the physical location has to be physical. It can't be a P.O. box. So some of the virtual offices, if you Google a virtual office with physical location address, those will work, but P.O. box will not. Okay. Legal name. Call it Oscar's Trucking Company LLC, and then state territory where articles of where we're incorporating is Nevada. They're just saying, where did you open up shop? Your articles of incorporation, where are you opening it up? Nevada. Where's the LLC located? Nevada. So for yourself, it would be whatever state you're in. And then it says, okay, well, when's your start date? So we're going to put August. And what year? 2022. Okay. Now, when you already get a tax ID number, just so you know, you have to file taxes for it. Okay. So if you don't plan on doing anything with it, you open it up, a month goes by, you're like, I'm not doing this anymore. Close that tax ID number. Okay, if not every year, someone's going to be asking about, you're going to get an email that you have to file your taxes. So make sure that if you're no longer doing business, you close it all down. If not, you'll be getting charged. They'll be saying, hey, you need to send your taxes in. Okay, so we'll go ahead and hit continue. And then it says, does your business own a highway motor vehicle with a taxable gross weight of 55,000 pounds or more? Yes. So right here, they're finding out what other forms you need. And in this case, this is going to be the road tax 2290 form that you have to submit if your vehicle's gross vehicle weight is over 55,000 pounds. So semi-trucks and heavy dump trucks. Does your business is it involved in gambling? No. Does your business need to file Form 720 quarterly excess tax return? No. Again, that's up to your accountant. Does your business sell and you can adjust these things, just so you know. Does your business sell or manufacture alcohol, tobacco, firearms? No. Do you expect to have an employees who receive W-2? So if you are going to have anybody and you hit yes, it'll just tell you what forms you're going to what forms you're going to need and by what day. Let me give you an example. Let me show you what it does. What does your business organization do? So I already know us. We're all the way here in transportation. So we're going to hit continue. You can go through all of these if you like. Construction, finance, food service, healthcare, so forth. Transportation is what we're doing. Then it says, do you primarily transport cargo or passengers? We transport cargo. Please choose the primary mode used to transport cargo, trucking. And it says, how would you like to receive your EIN confirmation letter? You have two options. Receiving basically, you can receive it online or receive it by mail. Just receive it online. We'll get it right now. Just hit receive letter online and hit continue. And then it wants to make sure all of this is correct. Is this correct? And hit submit. And there you go. I have gotten my EIN number. Here's my EIN number right here. Here's my legal name of the company, Oscar's Trucking Company LLC. And here's my EIN confirmation letter, which you're going to need this letter to open up the bank account. You're going to need this letter to you're going to need this number for your business. So basically it says, hey, congratulations. This is the name. Here's the member. And then here's your tax ID. So this form right here, form SS4, you're going to use it a lot in the beginning. So just have it handy. And then you can see here, based on the information you received from your representative, you must file the following forms by the date shown. So your form 2290 becomes due after your vehicle is put into use. And that is true. Actually, most of the time you do it before. But so in this case, if we checked off any other boxes, it would have said, hey, you also need to, like if you would have checked off, I have W-2 employees, it would have told you, hey, you need form 940 and you need to submit it by March and then by July and so forth. Okay, it will tell you what forms you need here to submit with your taxes and on what dates based on what you selected. So there's your EIN number. That's pretty much it. We're done. You just got your EIN number. You see, you can do that in 5 minutes. However, what's important are the rules behind it. This is why I think it's very important that you get with the CPA, somebody who does this for a living. They do payroll, they do LLC setups, things of that nature. Because honestly, it's just a lot to remember. And for me, I would personally rather have someone handle this on my behalf. Unless there's two of you, husband and wife, I can, that always helps. But if you're doing this on your own, I'd highly suggest that anything that's accounting relating, anything that's business structure relating, dealing with the IRS, I highly suggest that you have the person that you go with and deal with, and hopefully somebody that can help you with your with bookkeeping. Put it like that. Someone that can help you with that. So any questions at all, you guys, let us know, okay? I hope this helps you out. So once I hit continue, there's additional information about your EIN. What can you use your EIN? Like what's it for? You can open up a bank account, applying for a small business license, filing a tax return. However, it will take up to 2 weeks before your EIN becomes part of the IRS permanent records. You must wait until this occurs before you can file an electronic return, make an electronic payment, pass an IRS taxpayer identification number. So next steps, and this is what I was talking about earlier, is how do you want to form is as a corporate, S corporation, and that's pretty much it. After this, if you have any questions, you call IRS direct. But again, you want to make sure that you get with the CPA to help you with these items. But that's it, you guys. That would be it.